This is the second part of data science measures to estimate the things will be predictable or not.
Here, descriptive statistics will be taken the complete data as an input and give some summary about the data. The summary can be taken in terms of mean, mode, median, standard deviation, variance, covariance. Along with that, we can see that what is the quarterly, what is the half-yearly, what is the 3 quarters. This all will give that way of defining. So let's see that what is the summarization of data. Yes, up to here all of you followed?
Yes.
Yes, let's see that what is the summary of data. Now here what kind of tools are using here. Okay, so now here whatever the collecting data and organizing data and summarizing data, all will be taken in terms of like this, organizing and summarizing data using numbers and graphs. Through numbers only we can able to say that this many are attended class, this many are absent class. Through graphs also we can represent same thing. And the summarizing of data we can use that bar graphs, histograms, pie charts, etc. That gives the shape of graphs and skewness. And other main important concepts are the measures of central tendency, that is mean, median, and mode. So now here complete data can be described in terms of measures of central tendency like mean, median, and mode. And other kind of a measure will be used like a measures of variability, that is the range, variance, and the standard deviation. Standard deviation. So now we'll see that some more in depth of this. In depth of this. Still not completed. Please try to all of you listen carefully. So now here from this table, what the statistics can be used for the describing of the data in terms of statistics. Statistics nothing but in the form of numbers only, or in the form of graphs, in the form of kind of representation like visualization will be taken into account. So now we have to talk complete data in the data science or machine learning or deep learning. We have to talk every time data in the form of matrix. In the form of matrix, that is number of columns and the number of rows. So already we discussed that Excel cannot handle more than 10 lakhs. But we required programming language like Python or and data science concepts or statistic concepts or machine learning concept to handle this kind of data. So now here most important thing is that further classes data can be taken in the form of matrix only. Please note this point, all of you. So now you see that what kind of a data will be used, what kind of a statistic data types are using for the accessing of data and performing of data, and what is the way of defining the descriptive statistics in terms of mean or mode or and median or whatever the things will be taken. So now we have the two types of statistics data types. One is that quantitative, other one is the qualitative. One is the quantitative, other one is that qualitative. Quantitative nothing but a numerical type. Quantitative nothing but a numerical type. Quantity nothing but a some number. So that's what is called numerical type. Qualitative means nothing but in terms of what? Quality. That is can be taken in terms of categorical data. So we have the two kinds of data types for the statistics. One is the numerical data type. Other one is the categorical data type. Numerical nothing but a quantitative. Categorical nothing but a qualitative data. So when it comes to the numerical data type, that may be divided into the continuous and discrete. What is a continuous? Continuous nothing but a measuring of a value. How much measure can be taken on the data. So always here measuring value can be taken as a quantitative. That is also in terms of number only. In terms of number, that is having some decimal points. So can you take that example as a what is your height? The height can be taken how? So like almost all you can take from 5 feet to the 9 feet. We can't say exactly 5 feet or 6 feet or 7 feet. 5.4 or 5.6 like that we can take. So that is continuous data can be taken in terms of measure. It can be measurable. So like you take that milk. How to measure the milk? In terms of liters. How to measure the petrol? In terms of again liters. So we can't take like 1 liter or 2 liters. 1.5 liter also can take. Okay, that is the way of defining the continuous data is nothing but measurable data is the continuous data. Again, this is also called numerical data type. So other one is discrete data. Discrete data nothing but a what? Quantity. Discrete data nothing but again quantity in terms of count. Count nothing but a, if you take that how many t-shirts you have. I can't ask that what is the size of t-shirt. What is the size of t-shirt? I'm not asking. Yes or no? Maybe having some kind of a sizes XL or XXL, something will be there, but we can't say that. It is the number of t-shirts can be taken as a count only. How many are there? How many t-shirts have? I can't say that 4.5.
కెమెరా ఆన్ చేసి చూసినాక డిస్టర్బెన్స్ వచ్చేది బాడీ ఇంట్లో
Please stop your discussions. Please stop your discussions. Again, it is interrupting. Have any doubts? Please try to ask through online.
పులి ఆఫ్ చేయరా నన్ను అంటున్నారండి
Please. So can you tell about the discrete data? Discrete data nothing but a what? It can be taken in terms of count. Can you take count as a 4.5? Can you take 4.5 as a count? Tell me. Not possible. You have to take count as what? Completely what? Rounded value. We can't take the decimal values for that. Maybe 4 or 5 or 6. Can you tell that how many dresses I have? Can you tell the 10.5 dresses? Not possible. Yes or no? So that will be count only. Such kind of thing will be. Such kind of things will be called as a discrete. Discrete nothing but a what? Count. It will be not taking any decimal value. So that's why it is what? We can say that. Example can be, I have 5 t-shirts, you have 8 t-shirts, other have 10 t-shirts, other have 3 t-shirts. I can't say that I have only 4.5, 4.6 t-shirts. So that is called the discrete data. So now here the statistics we can handle numerical data 2 ways. One is that continuous data, that is measure value that may be having decibels. Other is the discrete value, so that may be counted without any value. So now here whatever the numerical value were taken, so that will be whatever the numerical value taken, that will be applied in mathematical way. We have to use the mathematics or arithmetic operations on this numerical data. So then only it is called numerical data. Otherwise, it is not a numerical data. Please note this point, all of you. Whatever the numerical data should be valued when that will be applied on the arithmetic operation, should get some competition, should get some result through this values. Then what is called numerical data. So other one is that categorical data. Categorical data will be taken with 2 ways. One is the, please don't two ways. One is that nominal, other one is that ordinal. Nominal nothing but the defining of what is the brand of your mobile, what is the brand of your TV, what is the brand of your textbook, what is the brand of your laptop. So that will be taken as a nominal data. So always the whatever the data were taken in that also we have the some company names. So that also we have taken as a one attribute for the table. Other one is that ordinal data. Ordinal data nothing but it gives rating of movie, rating of lecture, rating of something. So this will not give any kind of a result in the arithmetic operations. Always I'm telling here, categorical data will not compute anything using the arithmetic operations. Numerical data only possible to do the some arithmetic operations. Now all of understood what is that numerical data, the categorical data? Please tell me. All of
Yes, sir.
so shall I ask one question here? Yes. Now,
Yes.
when I've taken this table again, whatever the table I given here, whatever the table I given here. So now tell me, in this table, it is what one employee table? Yes. Employee table or company employees table. Can you tell that what is the numerical, how many numerical data is presented here? How many categorical data is presented here? How many columns are belongs to numerical? How many columns are belongs to categorical? Please try to answer this question. Yes. In this table, how many belongs to numerical? How many columns are belongs to numerical? How many columns are belongs to categorical? Yes, please. Yes, please.
6 are numerical, sir.
What? How many numerical?
Salary
No, I want suppose numerical 4 or categorical 6. I want total columns are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns are there. Don't take 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 6. That column don't consider. Okay.
2 numerical, sir. 3 categorical.
4 numerical. What are that numerical? What are that numerical? So someone is given that 3 categorical, 2 numerical. Last one is what? What is the last one?
Numerical.
Numerical last one. So now a total how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 are there? 5 columns are there here. Out of 5 columns, how many numerical?
2.
You are saying that 2 numerical. How many categorical?
3.
3. Okay. What are that numerical data type?
Last 2.
Last 2. Right. What are the categorical?
Company name, employee name.
Employee ID and name. Right. Right. Here, Saranya is given that 2 numerical, 2 categorical, other one non-value. What is that non-value? I'm not understood.
Not a number.
Not a number. Okay. That is not a number, nothing but a some 0 null value. That will be null. Yes. So another my question here. Why can't you take that employee data as a numerical? Why can't you take that employee ID as a numerical? So what is the
We
reason?
can't add it. We can't add it. It is separate. It is unique for everyone.
Yes. Yes. All of understood this one? All of understood this one? So anyway, so let me explain about this. So actually, whenever taken that one attribute from this table as a numerical, that should be done some arithmetic operation. Okay, so when if you go for that number of companies work, for me I can work suppose 4 companies, company 1, company 2, company 3. So I can add it. What is my salary? Salary can be possible to apply in the arithmetic operations. So which are the columns are possible to do some arithmetic operations that are called numerical categorical attributes. When comes to the employee data is unique. We can't add anything. We can't do anything. If you add all this also, we can't do anything. You can't take any kind of value from that. You can't take any kind of decision on the employee data. So like your registration number, your roll number is there. Can you do any arithmetic operations on your roll number? Not possible. That's why again employee data, employee ID also categorical data. Anyway, company name, text type, it is categorical, and the name also categorical. Your roll number, unique identity name, unique identity number will be called categorical data. So very simple thing here. Whatever the data is possible to apply the arithmetic operations. So where you can substitute that value in the arithmetic operations. You can do some computations on the data. You can do some computations on the data. That kind of a data is called numerical data. Otherwise, non-numerical data. That non-numerical data is nothing but a categorical data. So now here, very good observation done by Pawan. He has given that right answer for that. What is that? Employee ID is also called categorical, and your roll number, unique identity, brand numbers, and all will be taken to that account. So all of you clear about the statistics data types? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Please all who are presented here, I think 9 members are presented. Please all respond for this. All of understood this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next. Okay. So now here we'll see that once recall this statistical data types. Quantitative, nothing but a numerical. Qualitative, nothing but a categorical. Numerical is having continuous data and discrete data. Continuous data, it includes decibel also. That is in terms of measure. So depend on the data, we can define that is called continuous data, discrete data. Discrete nothing but a count. It doesn't having any decibel values. Other one is categorical, that may be nominal or ordinal data. So sometimes we have to apply the computations on nominal data also. Like that, how many the person is worked in, how many companies are in this table, whatever the table I given here, in that how many companies employees are there in this. Most of the time here, out of all the 7 rows, there are highest number is that Cisco employees are there more. So in this way also we can able to use the statistics for describing about this data. So now always you can say that discrete statistics in terms of measures only. that applies on the total data set or total table data. For every attribute can be applicable. Sometimes we are able to apply that commutation on the competitions, nothing but a center of tendency can be applied on the categorical data. Mostly we have to apply that arithmetic operations on the numerical data only. So let's go for that other kind of statistic. So in this way, whatever the description of data can be taken in terms of statistics, that can be taken in terms of what? Measure of central tendency, that may be mean of data, median of data, and mode of the data. The other is that measure of variability, that is range, variance, and standard deviation. These two concepts will be discussed tomorrow class, and we'll see that with examples also. So when if you are talking about that complete table, employee table of different companies, so when if you apply that mean cannot be applied for only one employee, cannot be applied for only one row, cannot be applied for only what? One observation. So mean can be applied for what? Complete rows of every attribute. Complete rows of every attributes. Median can be applied what? Complete rows. Mode can be applied on complete rows or complete observations. Range can be applied what? Complete data. Variance can be applied for what? Complete data. Standard deviation can be applied for what? Complete data. Now I think so you understood what is the descriptive statistics. Whatever the central tendency concepts will apply on the complete data. So that will give descriptive statistics in terms of numbers, in terms of categories. So let's see that. I will show one here. Anyway, tomorrow we'll discuss this. So let's see this below the table. Int 12. We have taken what? EMP-DF mean. We here applied that one mean for a complete table. What is given here? Employee ID taken as what? Average of adding of all the numbers. It's not a correct one, but what is the description of about in terms of central tendency, descriptive statistics? Employee ID will taken as a mean. Number of companies worked. So like all the 7 members are, what is the average of employees? Companies worked 1.7. Salary in lakhs, average salary of all the persons. Years of experience average. And this is the way we can define what? Complete what? Description about that data in terms of what? Descriptive statistics. That is called central tendency concept. So next Python will be discussed. Next we'll go for that. After that we'll go for the inferential statistics. So let's see that inferential statistics. What is that inferential statistics? Yes. So before going to discuss inferential statistics, let's once define what is the descriptive statistics. You have to draw some kind of statistics from the whole data. Whole data nothing but taken total population and apply the central tendency concept and take the statistics about the data in terms of descriptive statistics. When comes to the inferential statistics, we don't want complete data. So suppose you take that population. You take that population. In terms of population, for the descriptive statistics, I have to consider complete whole data or sample data to draw some conclusion or to take some decision on that in terms of mean, mode, or central tendency or measure of variabilities. But in case of inferential statistics, I don't want complete data. How to take some conclusion, how to draw some conclusion from the population. From that population I can't do. So that what I can do, From that complete population, I can take sample data and I can draw some conclusion. I can take some decision. On that, I can take that some predictions. So we are not considering complete data in inferential statistics. We are going to take only sample of the data from the whole data. Suppose you have the data some 20 lakhs rows of data is there. I don't want that. I can take only 1,000 rows or 100 rows only to define that or to take that decision or prediction of the data. I can conclude that sample, whatever the result is coming from that sample, same result will be applicable on the whole population for the 20 lakhs rows. In this case, we have to use some kind of a methods like a probability to determine how confident we can be that conclusions we make are correct. So through probability or through kind of a statistic methods like a chi-square, ANOVA testing and other kind of a probability statistics, through that we can conclude, or you can say whatever the taken assumption will be correct or not based on the available data. So in these cases, we have to go into discuss what is the confidential intervals and the margins of errors. Whenever suppose you are taken that out of 20 lakhs, 100 as the sample, in that also you have to take the margin. What is the margin of 100? Either 20% or 30% can be taken, so that it will give some error rate. We can't say that 100 will be applicable for the correct for the whole data. So first we have to take that marginal error, some 10% or 20%, 30% to take that proper prediction on the total data. I think today we are going to end up within 5 minutes. If any doubts, please try to ask. Any doubts? Shall we recall within 5 minutes all the whatever discussed concept till now? Yes?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. So today what we started with what? Data forms. Data forms are what? Structured data, unstructured data, semi-structured data. After that, so we discussed that source of data. That is, lot of sources are there. What is the Facebook is there, Walmart, phones, sensors, wireless networks, and shopping malls. Through that we can generating a lot of data. So and also economic, if you take that economics like banking sector, health sector is also generating a lot of data. I didn't mention that, but anyway, these are the source of data. So handling of that, we require some machine learning or statistic concept to give better kind of predictions on the data. After that, we talk about that the fundamentals of statistics fundamentals. In that statistic fundamentals, we discuss that what is the descriptive statistics, what is the inferential statistics. Descriptive statistics, what in terms of central tendency. Whole data can be taken and take the decision on the data. So like in terms of mean, mode and median and standard deviation, variance and covariance. So this tomorrow I will discuss with examples also. After that, we observe that some photos also, how we are able to describe about that in terms of descriptive statistics. Take given one table also, the company's employees. So there we discuss that statistics data types. Data types are what? Numerical and categorical. Sorry, first is that before that into that, what is that? Quantitative, qualitative. Quantitative is numerical. Qualitative is nothing but a categorical. Numerical are what? Discrete and continuous. And other one is that categorical data, nominal and ordinal. So we applied that all numerical data, categorical data on that one data set, like in the table also. You have done some good observation also. Please try to observe the same thing, so that in future also suddenly if anyone given that one database to you, we have to identify that what kind of attributes are applies on the arithmetic operations, what kind of attributes are not applied on the arithmetic operations. So already I told that whatever the numerical attribute is there, numerical data type attribute is there, so that is only applies on the arithmetic operations. But you can't apply the non-numerical data on the arithmetic operation. But that is also useful, some kind of where we can use that defining of what is the highest branding company. For that also we required sometimes to apply the competitions. I think it is I think within this time I revised all the concepts. Anything is there? Shall I conclude this now? Have any doubts, please ask. Very simple thing we discussed today. Yes, shall I close it now?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, thank you everyone. Tomorrow we'll discuss that central tendency concepts for the machine learning. Thank you everyone.